back to my channel, and I'm here with another video on how to be confident and nurture your creative thinking. So many of you know me on Facebook for more than a decade or so, and most of you know me as a confident and creative person. So from my experience all throughout the years in high school and university, I'm here to tell you 5 simple steps to become more confident. And in the later half of the video, I will also give you 5 hacks to nurture your creative thinking. I also have a bonus tip at the end of this video, so stay around. How to be confident. Confidence simply means the ability to have faith or to rely on something or someone. So in this case, it is self-confidence. You have faith that you can rely on yourself. To me, confidence is not being fearless. It is your ability to contain that fear and to have control over the situations or circumstances that you are in. So here are my 5 steps to be confident. Number 1, to be good at something. Be good at something. Something that makes you carefree, something that you enjoy. Something that you can easily strike a conversation with people when they ask. When they ask you about it. Everybody likes to talk about what they're really good at, and it puts them at ease. Number 2, be happy and positive. Surround yourself with people, not just people, but just positive people. Cherish the people who love you and care for you, because they are your number 1 admirers and critiques. Because when they praise you or tell you that you're doing something good, it really boosts your confidence. At the same time, when they critique you, it doesn't feel all that bad, just like you would with a random stranger on the internet. Well, some people don't have great family. In that case, friends will do too. After all, great friends are great family as well. Number 3, be prepared. Whether it's an event or a competition, a meeting, or a coffee with an important person, be prepared about it. You need to know what the event is about, or what the competition is about, or the agenda of the meeting, or in and out about the person whom you're going to speak with. When you know what you're going to speak about, everything becomes much more easier. Number 4, be daring. Like I said, confidence is not being fearless. I don't remember a single time I was not nervous. I was, every single time. As children, we are not aware of the consequences of our actions. But as we grow to become adults, we know so much about the consequences, which is good and we should, but it should not come to a point where it overpowers us and prevents us from doing anything at all. So being daring also includes being able to try even if you fail. So never giving up and just trying on and on is part of being daring. Number 5, find happiness within yourself. I know I said that you have to be surrounded by people who are positive, who make you happy, but that's just a complementary side to it. The main thing that you need to know is to be happy within yourself. We should define our own happiness and take control of the resources that we have. We cannot restrict it to people around us. At the same time, not define it by the things that we own, because sometimes we have to work with what we have, and there are also situations where people whom you could die for just leave you, and under those situations or circumstances you should be able to overcome it and have courage to move on. You should be happy in your own skin and with your own dreams. So these are my 5 steps to be more confident. And if you have anything to add to this, I would love to know in the comments below. Now, moving on to my 5 hacks to nurturing your creative thinking or your creative self. Creativity is simply using your own ideas and imagination to create something, which means everybody is creative. Everybody has ideas, everybody has imagination, and when that comes together, We should all be able to create. So here are my 5 hacks to nurture your creative thinking. Number 1, use colors or doodles. Colors evoke certain emotions or feelings when you see them or when you look at them. And it can be in different places. It can be in your outfits, it can be in your workspace, or even inside your home. Back in high school, I remember I used to doodle a lot on post-it notes, and because they were such small spaces, I could just randomly doodle without thinking much about it. And these days we have coloring books for adults, and they are so fantastic. They transport you into a creative and calm space, and you have this opportunity to imagine and calm yourself down as you color your way through the page. Number 2, choose a hobby. Choose a hobby that you love and that relaxes you, and try to pursue it. Be open to learning new techniques and try to incorporate that into your own masterpiece. Make sure this hobby is something that you can think and physically do, because no, your television and mobile doesn't come under it. Number 3, always try to find solutions and not the problem. When we face obstacles in life, instead of soaking into that pool of negativity, what we can really do is to face the problem and think about, what can I do to fix this? What can I do to make the situation better? So you can be creative and find solutions, alternative solutions to every situation in life. Number 4, dream. I can remember putting myself to sleep back when I was in high school, and also through some really stressful periods in my university, where I used to go to sleep literally daydreaming with my eyes closed. I had this clear vision of the goals that I wanted to achieve. At the same time, I literally visualized all that I wanted to do in my head. When I'm doing this, I'm reinforcing my goals that I have, and the last thing that's on my head while I go to sleep is exactly what I would like to have in my life. Number 5, read a book or listen to the radio. When you're reading a book or listening to the radio, your brain tries to imagine the things that you read and the things that you listen. I remember when I was 15 or 16, I used to listen to the radio series called Inspector West from Scotland Yard. I loved a detective series, so this was kind of very interesting for me. And my brain had this opportunity to imagine every scene from the drama, which means I'm being more creative about what I imagine just to match with the story that progressed. This is unlike watching videos, because when you watch videos, it forces its imagery into your brain, and that leaves very little space for your own imagination to play in. So these are some of the things that I did to nurture my creative thinking. For those of you who still stayed watching the video, here is your bonus tip. So me and my husband, we really enjoy our morning tea, and this is the time when we talk about the things that we need to achieve for the day. And we also discuss about everything under the sun. So a few weeks back, my husband was telling me about an article that he read with respect to boredom facilitating creativity. And as soon as I heard it, I felt I had to share it with all of you. It is so true. When we are bored, we have time to think, but these days, we do not give ourselves the opportunity to think or imagine, because most likely when we get a bulk of, say, 10 minutes or 30 minutes as a break, or you just feel like not doing anything, instead of just doing nothing, we go and pick up our phones and scroll. Most of the time, it's a sheer waste of time, because it just pushes you into this black hole of a string of news, audio, video, and material that's not of any use at all. In fact, your idea of 10 minutes of doing nothing just quickly transforms to an hour or two of just going through random useless material or videos at the expense of something that you should have been doing after your 10-minute or 30-minute break or boredom or just doing nothing. So what can we do to stop or reduce this endless routine? Practice doing nothing. Yes, it sounds really hard, but just do nothing for the chunk of time that you have set aside for yourself. Say it be 10 minutes, 15 or 30. Here is a trick I learned from one of the videos from a channel called Pickup Lines. And the name of the video is called Healthy Morning Habits. I will leave the link to that particular video in the description box below. The trick is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. Make sure you grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea or maybe just a glass of water. This is how the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method works. Look at 5 things that you can see and say it loud in your head or outside to yourself. For example, I can see my laptop, I can see the camera, I can see my studio lights, I can see the blinds, I can see the chair. So look at 5 things that you can see and say it loud. Then look at 4 things that you can feel. Look at 3 things that you can hear. Look at 2 things, or think about 2 things that you can smell and 1 thing that you can taste. This exercise is so effective. It helped me think about the situation or the time at the present and also gave me an idea about my own body. So I really recommend that you watch the video because she really explains it beautifully, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. At the same time, she also discusses other healthy habits which you really can use for your own benefit. So now the bonus tip is also done, and thank you very much for watching. I really hope this video helps you, inspires you, or gives you more ideas. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video, share the video and comment below. So wishing you more confident and creative days ahead. See you next week, and until then, go paint your dreams. Bye.